Top left in the yellow, playing for the Human Alliance in China, is Fortitude, aka Romantic. Top right in the red for South Korea, the most legendary, the greatest player of all time is Moon. With the keeper first at the Merc Camp. When you see the Ancient of War like this at the Merc Camp to quickly level up, most of the time you would think Warden, but here it's a keeper.
Yeah. Perhaps trying to play mind games a little bit, like I think you would expect Warden very often here out of Moon. Interestingly, there was no quick militia sent to try and pull creeps into the Ancient of War, or a footman scouting that to try and steal the Troll Shadow Priest. Instead, it's militia a little bit later on. And I wonder if he might try to contest at all that Troll Shadow Priest. First footman is also moving out. So perhaps some heavy aggression. With the altar upwards, there's a chance he just creeps a little bit. We've seen a whole bunch of mount tanking into tower rush against Walden. So maybe he thinks there is a chance there's going to be a Walden here, as he should. And the plan might have been to go into a tower rush, but now that he's going to see Keeper, I wonder if he still sticks to it. Probably not. I think you can just expand against Keeper. You're just happy there's no mana burn.
I really like the patience here, by the way, by Moon. Many Nidos, when the peasant is around, would just pull the camp and try to start creeping it. And the peasant steals the Shadow Priest, and things get pretty annoying very quick. Moon just one hit after the next takes out the peasant, gets the Shadow Priest himself, and makes this much easier to creep for himself. He has chosen Entangle, but Moon is playing super afraid. It looks like he's expecting the tower push to be coming any second, but that's not the case. The Wisp unable to scout, so Moon a little timid here in the beginning, kind of wasting his time.
Well, the Wisp scouted, but he got storm bolted and it didn't detonate on time, so then he died, and now that's zero vision for Moon. This is a terrible start. Moon almost always goes Entangled, by the way. If any footman he's harassing him, he also does that against Undead. If any Acolyte scouting him, he really wants to shut down any kind of scouting from the opponent. Now that he's not being harassed, Moon will 100% know that his opponent is creeping probably the Merc Camp and will expo after. The footman gets denied. Okay, this is as disastrous as it gets here as far as starts go. Keeper with currently 0 experience. Mountain King is 2.7 with a mana penance. Are you kidding me?
And especially that footy right there. That footman denying himself. That should never have happened. With proper stutter stepping, Moon should get that experience every time. And Moon is looking quite shaky here in the beginning.
It's going to be tough. Fortitude. He's going to tower rush? Moon has to be so convinced this is an expo, by the way. Like, Fortitude crept the Merc Camp. Now, finally, when I feel like he should be sure there is no rush anymore coming, that's when it's finally coming. The Ancient of War completely out of position. There is no Ancient of War in the main base. Fortitude sails his Town Portal and he buys another claw. He has plus 10 damage.
Game, dude. And okay, Moon is expanding. That's the worst thing that could be. Like, that could be the worst investment possible for him.
Yeah, he cancels the tree immediately.
Militia in the main.
He cancels the tree immediately. He cancels the tech. Moon knows he's going to need a lot of units. He needs to put the Ancient of War down, start producing archers again. He's going to Town Portal to the main base. He wants to use that Moon Juice here before the Moonwell expires. Keeper getting close to level 3, but so is the Mountain King. Any kill here will be important for either player. Mass detonates on the Mountain King. He takes all of the mana away from him. And the Berserker escapes that surround here.
Which Shad was right, Todd. The tower push is back. Tier 1 tower push. Haven't seen it in a while. MK gets level 3. Is he actually going to go bash 2? It might not be the most terrible idea ever. It increases the bash chance from 20% to 30%. He hasn't chosen yet. And the towers are starting to come up.
Oh, this Moonwell hasn't been used yet. I don't think he can repair in front of so many units either. He should just use that and accept it's gonna die. The tower, an Arcane Tower is getting very close to finishing. That new repair rate will come in really handy. There's already 5 peasants, 6 peasants surrounding that, ready to repair. Moon is not even bothering trying to target that.
When the Berserker's gonna go down, it's gonna be a big loss. It was Stormbolt level 2, by the way. Moon needs Treants. But our Treant's gonna be enough. 3 towers about to stand in his base. And, you know, Once upon a time, tower push was played a lot. Everyone was used to playing against it, but it hasn't been played in a very, very long while. Fortitude has been playing it pretty much the most out of everyone. But Moon, how much has he played against it is the question.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, it was just a very specific scenario here to Echo Isle, I feel like. But the whole dynamic of Warden maybe being there, Fortitude going for this, and Moon just misreading the situation, thought he was going to be rushed. He wasn't. Fortitude pulled ahead on experience, and now he has 2 towers up, with quite a few peasants in position to keep on towering. It just feels like there's no way those towers are ever going to die, even though there's a good archer count right now for Moon.
If he doesn't have defend, these archers are a real problem. Defend is starting now, but that seems a little late. That one tower getting cancelled was really crucial. Moon is waiting for the next round of treants. He's almost got the mana. Moonwell's dropping though, and the dangerous time is going to be when night is over. When daytime comes and there's no Moonjuice region anymore.
Yeah, the items are very unfortunate for Moon. As tanky as this keeper is, this is not what you want. You would like to have extra damage here. Claws of attack. Any damage would be good. The tower, actually, the Arcane Tower will go down. Moon with some great pick off here. Loses an archer for it. But now it means that those treants, they're going to be decently effective, and there's no more tower doing a lot of damage to them. The keeper also not going to be drained with mana as much. And Moon is just spamming archers and getting more Moonwells. But we're at the dawn, so that means there's not going to be any more Moon Juice regenerating or replenishing in those Moonwells now.
And defend is finished now, but it seems too late. Now that we only have 2 footies left, it's not even so impactful anymore. The arcane killer earlier was so important that the keeper can just stand there in the front line and still regenerate mana. A couple of detonates coming in here and there. MK doesn't have any mana anymore, and so many archers. But new tower repair rate is only really crazy on scout towers. Not so much on guard towers and arcane towers. And so that one is falling as well, and Fortitude, this seems to be slipping away from him now.
Yeah, he's got a shop. Clarity is going to be big here, especially if he manages to not get that cancel. Moon is moving in. He knows the importance. Look at that mana regen. Clarity is so incredibly good. Fortitude's running back with everything. Tower being attacked on its own. Has Moon fully defended this? Fortitude could just go into an expansion, but you don't want to leave this many peasants behind. And Moon defends somehow the 5th race. It felt like he was so far behind, like there was going to be no way he could defend this, but he reacted so fast when he finally saw the peasants coming. And the tower rush canceled the expo, canceled the tech, only made archers, and he gets a sick hold here. I really thought he was out of it.
Really cool. Keeper is going to reach level 4 right here, and the Tree of Life is coming up at the expo. And the Keeper, you know, last game we saw him falling off heavily in the late game when there's plenty of Dispel. For Fortitude, there's not much Dispel. He's got the 2 Shadow Priests, but he's insanely far away from actual priests, actual Dispel.
This meme is never going away, by the way. Like, until the end of time on Warcraft, we're going to hear about it. Replenishment potion, the absolute best thing that he could have gotten as well here. And is when Mountain King is already level 4 and you've just crept a few basic camps on your side of the map, it's such an easy level 5 to get immediately after. And then when there is no mana burn, you're going to be pretty happy. So usually this means that if Moon eventually makes it to tier 2, which he should, he probably will add a Demon Hunter second, but then there's a Blood Mage that kind of counteracts that.
Yeah, and the Demon Hunter, if he comes out late into the game on level 1, is going to be very squishy as well. He's got some rings for that Demon, but they might be getting sold here. Standing in the middle, looking what the shop has to offer. Heal Scroll, perhaps? Invo Potion. Yeah, that makes no sense. And Heal Scroll. And Fortitude comes south with his militia, with a few more mercs. These Berserkers, by the way, if they fall, that's going to be a lot of experience going, well, either way, really.
Yeah, very important to try and keep those alive. I wonder if we might have a retraining happening very soon here. Usually when you get hero level 5, that's when you really need to consider retraining. Like, let's say if you have a Warden with Shadow Strike Blink, then you'd want to go into Fan of Knives very often. Same thing applies to the Mountain King. He just needs a few more creeps. And actually, there's the small green camp left available between the main and expansion here for Fortitude. So you might just creep that with units, retrain. Maybe even Invis Potion. Go for the hunt here. If you can land some big claps, it's going to be scary, but that Mountain King, he's only got staff to evacuate here. There's no town portal.
Did not go for the Tome of Retraining yet. Might still do it, though. creeping with the mercs on the other side. MK5, here we go. He can one-shot the Shadow Priests. And some easy kills. And boink, Kobe.
I think, oh, great amount to golem. Moon's plan might be to just slow the mount tanking. Actually, he's not going for the surround. He's worried about his units. He's just kind of scaring the mount tanking away. He could have maybe slowed it, surrounded it, and then entangled to cancel the stuff and kill the mount tanking. But it's risky, you know. Mount tanking level 5 with this much mana, like you don't know if you're not sure if he has clap or not. Perhaps might not be the best idea to go for the surround.
There's the claws now, and it is time to retrain, to respec 200 gold, and now we got the clap and the stormbolt, of course. Tier 2 is soon to be done for Moon. Fortitude is just spamming tier 1 only. Tier 1 units, mercs, and a mountain king. What else would you need in life?
Well, as long as the mount tanking's 5, you don't need much more, really. Against this army, you could literally send the mount tanking in alone and start clapping away. Yeah, this is one of the strong timings of Fortitude. It's really for Moon to try and buy as much time as he can. Maybe land some detonates on the mount tanking here to take some mana away from him.
Moon is also doing it well, though. He's summoning mass treants, which the human army doesn't have so easy of a time dealing with. He's gonna get the Berserker. Big XP. Close though, 5.
Mount tanking.
MK, though, he knows where the Invis archers are. Is he gonna spam 2 more claps in there? No.
Maybe he wasn't too sure. Finally, tech started for Fortitude. Moon's tech is about to finish. It kind of feels like it has to be. Oh, the keeper! There is an invuln.
Oh! He gets surrounded!
Oh, I think he's dead.
There's
Even
no way
if
he gets out.
Now, as long as there is hold position, he could place mount tanking on the right side. Moon trying to break out. Mount tanking will move to the right side.
Oh,
there is no
dude.
staff, no town portal.
It's gonna be so much XP. It's gonna be so much XP. Oh, big mistake by Moon. He had to use the invul potion there. He thought he wasn't gonna get surrounded, but he did. Big yikes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that has to be an instant revive. And Moon is not that rich yet. He's been losing units left and right. And Fortitude hasn't really been losing as much. So yeah, instant revive on the keeper. MK, oh my god, that clap. Oh my god.
Still wonderful, that clap. It's about to be level 6, by the way. I can smell the magic in the air, Todd. I can smell it.
The Kazmodan. The war cry. Can you hear the war cry?
The blood mage, I mean. Alright, MK6. He is going ultimate, actually. I thought he was just going to go Stormbolt 3 here. The Cosmodon! Soon. But Moon is the master of comebacks. Can he come back from this? There's lots of experience here available if he gets the kills. Fortitude, maybe he should just TP out? Yeah.
Ooh, will it leave? It's a little far. Oh my god. Just max range within the town portal range. And actually lives here with the Troll Berserker. What army do you go for now? Because Night Elf has expansion. He's obviously got lore. So he's going to go Dryads into Bears most likely. And if you just go Rifles, it's just not a very durable composition. Especially if you don't not playing with casters.
And that Demon Hunter is just taking a beating right away. There's another Stormbolt. There's a mana pot. This looks like a fun game for 40. Playing with a level 6 MK is pretty cool.
Yeah, the mana penalty is insane. You can combo that with mana potions. You can combo that with the Blood Mage, which is on the way. It looks like he's not playing with anything. You know, there's no second racks. Finally starts a Sanctum, but it's a lot about doing a tower rush because of what I spoke about. It's very hard for Fortitude to pick a durable composition. You know, if you go tier 3, then you're giving a lot of space to the Night Elf to recover in the game. He wants to use his advantage of having a super high level hero right now. So because of that, he buys a lot of mercenaries and he goes for another. It's wave number 2 of the tower rush.
Oh, where's your mana burn now? Where's your mana burn now, Demon Hunter? Stormbolt. Oh my god, so much damage. Jesus Christ, look at this demon. He's just melting away. There's a staff, though. Gonna be needed badly.
He's trying to dodge the bolt with the staff. There it is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but Blood Mage is almost there, so there's going to be a lot more bolts where that came from. Avatar is halfway through being fully used. Those towers, how is he going to stop this? There's an army and a Mount King with Avatar in between him and those towers. Double healing scroll still available on the Mount King. Demon Hunter comes in, but it's mana burn level 1 against the Blood Mage. He doesn't care.
It's just the MK show all the way. Can we get him to level 7 maybe? More claps coming in. Staff must be used again. There's still 2 heal scrolls. Still 2 heal scrolls for 40. Casual 16 hard HP on this MK until that ultimate ran out. And there's 7 towers now at the expo. This is such a Fortitude game, dude. I love it.
You know, Fortitude, he said he wanted to make it to the top 3 in the world. I tell you what, Moon's currently ranked 4, and that would definitely help his cause towards that to win here.
Gonna shut the door. He's gonna slam it. Moon, get out of here! You have no place on that quad. This is my map.
Yeah, this is the part where he takes Moon's expo as well. And Moon here is in kind of an impossible situation. There is no way he can engage into those towers. If you sit at home, the opponent expands on your expansion, you've also lost. And if you attack the main base of Fortitude, it's just going to attack your base and just kill you. So I guess he's going to try for a little bit more, but it's very rare for anyone to ever come back in this kind of situation here. Usually losing the expo is the checkmate move.
Yeah. It should be... Oh my god, look at that one-shot clap. 3 wisps going down. This should be checkmate almost all the time, but Moon is the master of comebacks. He's gonna try it here again. Avatar is almost ready again, by the way.
Perfect bolts. It's anti-magic potion. Keeper is not there to stab the demon. Oh, he gets Diabolish. Drops the Pendant of Energy, uses mana potion. Demon about to die. He uses a potion just on time. Bear's doing work. If Moon gets a solid hold here, he might be able to siege the expo immediately after, because yes, there's a lot of towers, but not all of them would be in range to shoot down units.
Oh, there needs to be a staff right now. Oh, he dodged the Stormbolt again. Moon the madman.
So sick. The Blood Mage? Oh my god.
Going for the Blood Mage. He's got the orb. He's dead. Level 5 already. That was so much experience. He might be getting level 6.
Well, no yet.
No way, Todd. No way. Don't tell me this is happening.
Fortitude is only working with one single Sanctum back at home. It's kind of weird. Feels like even though he doesn't have Brilliance, you can go for second Sanctum, make a couple Sorceresses to finally counter those bears. He has so much income. He's taking his sweet time to add any sort of proper infrastructure to finally deal with his army.
Is he going to attack the natural? That would be so smart. There's hardly any towers there.
I think he will.
Oh my god, Moon.
Moon! And Moon already knows he's going to be counterattacked. Look at this. He gets Nature's Blessing. Neo is watching this and he's like, finally somebody understands.
He's moving the shop away because that one is first to die. Does he have a TP to get back? Yes, he does. Alright, these towers won't stand for long. Well, I guess they stand for a little. The bears can't quite reach yet. They actually stand.
Repair raid, bruh.
Look at the balance now. It's gonna be peasants going down though. Okay. One bear caught. That's MK level 7. Stormbolt became even more dangerous just now.
Yeah, this is taking longer than Moon had anticipated here to kill this. And there's actually a town portal. That could be a big mistake. Oh my god. I was gonna say if Moon ends up winning the fight, but he was out of mana on almost everything. So what does Moon do now? Does he siege the expo and try to kill the town hall? I guess he would just be repaired massively and he has no AoE to actually kill the peasants. Or does he run back across the map and start sieging that natural base all over?
Well, it's got, of course, gold for days. Maybe you should just make 3 shops at every base just to have mass mana potions.
He's just town portaling all over the place. Dragon Ball Z style.
Hell yeah. Trying to find that last damn Dragon Ball. I wonder which wish he's gonna make.
To win this game,
something. Probably has to do with headhunters, if I was to guess.
He doesn't care about winning this game. He just... Could have ended world hunger, but I decided to fix human against undead instead.
Gotta have your priorities straight, Todd.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, the Keeper's disrupting mining here. Moon again is getting as much value out of the few things he has as possible. Oh, trying to kill the town right now. Is there a TP? Yes, there is. Alright.
You know what he does this, by the way, is that he really wrecks the lumber economy of Fortitude, because he keeps on having to repair. His gold income has been amazing with triple base, of course, but his lumber has been severely lacking for a very long time now. And Fortitude's probably thinking, okay, I'm done bolting this Demon Hunter. This guy just has the built-in dodge with the staff.
Cosmodon on quite a long cooldown now. But the mains are about to expire, and that is the lifeline for Moon. He's banked a lot of gold. He's got Ultra Vision advantage, so easy kill here. Dude, this Keeper's gonna get level 6 before too long if this keeps going. MK runs into the main. Would love to get a juicy clap here. You know what Neo's gonna say in the break, right? I told you! Echo Isles! Amazing games! Amazing games on Echo Isles.
It freaking is!
It's a horrible map, Neo! Shut up, this is our turn. Demon coming in from the main. He knows the ult is about to end. Oh, but he might be dead! Invul potion! Not quick enough! And the demon goes down. Moon sort of gave up the position when he didn't invul in time with the Keeper, and now losing the demon, not using the invul in time. That might cost him the game now. If it even was still somehow winnable, I'm not sure.
And Moon completely out of gold in the main base. Instant rebuy on the demon, looking for a mana burn. Yeah, triple arcane tower on the expo. Fortitude fully ready there. And he added one on the bottom right expansion, the one on Moon's side of the map. Moon needs to defend here, move to his natural base, somehow kill 9 towers, and then retake that himself.
Forge is like, nope. Not gonna take this engagement. I'm gonna wait for Cosmodon to be ready again. And then we can tango once more. And Moon with, well, against the ropes, under the gun. You can pick the analogy you want. He's definitely in trouble.
Yeah, this is what I was mentioning earlier. Even though bears do great damage here against building like this when you're trying to snipe a tunnel, there's so many peasants and there's no AoE to really counter that. So you can just repair a lot, even if the expo dies. Like if you're Fortitude, you're already rich. He's already got 80 supply and building a bank. You can just remake that expo. Could maybe even kill the arcane vault that's down here, even though it seems a little annoying. You could just remake that elsewhere and make the expo down there. It would be much better protected under the towers.
He's gonna get double heal scroll as well. Oh, maybe not. Okay, he's pumping a lot into this expo. Dude, if this expo gets killed right now, it's gonna be a little broke for a while. But that ain't gonna happen.
Avatar is back. A bit surprised there is no sorceress training, by the way. Invis is really, really good in this situation when you're playing with a mount tanking as a demon hunter, because you can open up with bolts, clap, could avatar immediately after. Whereas like now there is always a chance you get mana burns before you really start casting everything.
Town is under siege.
I think this is just gonna be a straight up base race now.
Yeah,
Moon can't get back.
Moon brought the main tree.
Yeah.
That's actually very smart. There's still 5k gold in that expo. He's trying to kill the tunnel, then kill the towers, then take this expo himself, mine it. Oh, he should have brought the lores maybe. But he's gonna lose on Moonwells, as you mentioned.
There's no TP for 40.
Oh my god.
He's gonna lose the game because he didn't buy a TP.
Well, I don't know if he's gonna lose, but yeah. Actually, that was the best thing by far that Moon could have done. Keep in mind, I didn't even see that, and we see the whole map. So this guy is so damn smart.
He's gonna get level 6!
Oh
2 more peasants! 2 more peasants! Don't let the one get away, bro! Don't tell me. No. Okay, he's got it. He's got
He's
it.
about
He's got
to
it.
kill
He's got
some
it,
near the
Todd.
main
He's got
base.
it. Don't worry.
In the top left, he's about to kill 2 more as well. And the main base of Fortitude is completely mined out. And actually, it's not that much more gold in the bottom right. It's 7.5k.
Dude.
In bottom left, it's 4.6k.
Dude.
Okay, if he wins this, like... Fortitude should forfeit the next maps, because this is... he was so far ahead, like...
I'm just sitting here grinning, doing Asmongold impression. Like, it shouldn't work. But Moon is just unbelievable.
I'm making Joe Rogan faces every time. Alright, Avatar. Moon actually rushing into a fight here. Gets bolted. Not all of the units were there yet. Bear's lagging a little bit behind. Demon far at the front.
Oh, he makes use of the Moon well. That can help him here, but the Tranquility is cancelled. Blood Mage is full mana. Oh, and the clap is pretty good. Even a bit of Banish coming in. Moon, this is his last stand. He played an insanely good game. A crazy game, but in the end, I think Cosmodan is too much to overcome.
Oh, staff. The keeper's blocked. Okay, he gets it. That demon will actually staff back to the peasants that were killing the peasants. Killed the Antango gold mine on the expansion on the bottom left. He's staffing.
Staff!
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. He's got boots. The Wisp block! Oh, look at the clap. Yeah, he realized the clap could be the end. And that is hammer time. Mountain King. Gonna finish this game in style, it seems.
Okay, Remo, let's put Echo Isle back in every map, old mate. This is the map. This is the map doing this.
Don't give him more wind into his sails. Stop it. It's a horrible map. Stop it.
I think Moon should sell evasion probably on the keeper. I mean, it's not like he's supposed to be at the front and tanking everything. Maybe then he could afford to remake Demon from the tavern. Oh no, he's blocked. He's supply blocked. He's just gonna tap out. Wow, what a sick game.
God damn. Tower push into, I don't know, tier 1 expo complete madness.
Yeah, we have to remind ourselves, like, this was expansion creep or something into tower push. This wasn't even an immediate Mountain King rush. This is unbelievable game. I think people saw it themselves. This needs no more words than we got hopefully 2 more of these for you. Craziness to end the Asian day. 1-0 lead for Fortitude. The GOAT is facing elimination. He now lost 3 maps in a row versus Human. And Fortitude putting on a fight, putting on a show. This is a very, very promising series so far. We give these guys a little bit of rest because they probably need it after this slaughter. And then we're back with map number 2. See you in a bit. Back at DreamHack, Moon against the ropes, facing elimination. And how can we possibly top this?
I don't know. I think Echo has the best map, so it's only downhill from there. No, I'm just kidding. Tidehunters coming up. I mean, anything's possible now. I don't think that Fortitude will necessarily try that Mountain King stuff again, but who knows? It worked out the first time. There's always this mind game of he's never going to think I'm going to do it twice in a row. And then if your Moon is like, he's not going to do it twice in a row, would he? And then if you get ready for it and then he's not doing it, then suddenly you fall behind. So crazy game one, which kind of breaks the whole dynamic or sets up some really good pace and momentum now for Fortitude heading into map 2.
Yeah, man, this Fortitude is also pretty unpredictable. Like, he went for this Mountain King first tower rush thing that, yeah, it's a little bit of a style that we see from Infi and sometimes even Blade. But who else does this, really? We don't see this too much. But he could also be the one who takes to castle and do shenanigans with human tier 3.
How about some tanks? We haven't seen tanks in a while. Used to be Fortitude's favorite unit, but of course quite nerfed nowadays. I think it shouldn't be that wild on Tidehunters. Base-to-base distance, much larger, and probably more importantly, no Merc camp. So MK first, I cannot see working here, but who knows, maybe Fortune's gonna blow us away. I would expect a standard game here. Moon showed before the Tinker. That didn't look so good. How about a Beastmaster? Moon is so good with Beastmaster, and we haven't seen it in a little bit.
Yeah, I think that would be better. What do you mean we haven't seen tanks in a while? Less than 24 hours ago, Hawk was making tanks against Happy.
True that. We saw tanks and Human Mirror Remo in the quarterfinal in Europe. So what I kind of miss here in this group so far is Warden. Warden was the dominant hero in Europe when it comes to Night Elf versus Human. So I wonder, did Moon for once learn a creep route from Foggy and make her work, even though Moon is not Lawlight and Moon's Warden is not as strong as the ones of Lawlight and Foggy. But he's a master. He's the GOAT. But he's also one map away from being eliminated. Map number 2 between Fortitude and Moon. We kick this off.
All right, map 2. It feels like this series has been going for like an hour already because of how, like, I think Echo the game wasn't crazy long, right? It was maybe like 30 minutes, something like that. But so many things happened. Starting off with a tower push into double expo, so many hero kills, amazing claps. But yeah, MK first. I don't know. Do you think that's playable here again, even without Mercamp?
Well, maybe I'm the wrong person to ask because I go Archmage so much compared to like most other players. I don't think necessarily, but considering the way it played out last game, it would be doable. I think an Archmage is more likely, and yeah, there it is. And Keeper again, yeah, on the other sides.
All right, Keeper, no neutral hero, no Beastmaster. There's a lot of different hero combos Night Elf can go for. Keeper Demon dual hero, trying to rely a lot on ultimates. Keeper Naga Demon to have strong multi-orb carries. Keeper Panda to have strong AoE with breath. Keeper Panda Demon Hunter. So there's lots of ways you can play this. Whereas for humans, we most of the time see AM first. And in the past used to be MK second, but nowadays also we see Naga second, Blood Mage second. Lots of options there as well.
Yeah, there is this really weird thing where a lot of the heroes kind of counteract one another, so you have to wait for the opponent or guess what they're going to do and try and counter it beforehand. But if you get it wrong, you can fall behind very easily. There's almost always ways to salvage those choices, at least the minimum, but yeah, sometimes... Let's say you go Mountain King second and the opponent has a Demon Hunter, usually it's kind of bad for you. Like, yes, you can go Invis Sorceress, but it's still going to mean that mana burn's going to give you a hard time. Get a cloth of attack for Fortitude, Ring of Protection for Moon. Is that a possible expansion here? Because he's creeping the expansion very quickly and that gets scouted. And for once, he went for Treants instead of Entangle, so that Footman actually getting a little bit overeager here on the Archer.
Yeah. He's sticking around perhaps a little bit too long. Would force 2 entangles though to kill it. So perhaps worth the mana drain.
Players' forces are under attack.
As also, I am going to clear out the natural. And yeah, if you get some gloves or circlet here, hell yeah. Good start for 40.
It's always ideal when you find extra damage plus no attack speeds. Like you're hoping, you know, this kind of continues because usually you're going to be creeping at least a little more. But yeah, Keeper killed the footy. Behind this, we have a Wisp going to the Expo for Moon, so those look like a fast expansion, during which he would keep Fortitude busy on his side of the map with Trance, as to not get his expansion cancelled.
Keeper in the middle. May want to go for a Telestaff. We've seen plenty of times how efficient that can be over time, especially from players like Foggy. Oh, 2 archers. Pretty hurt already. As Moon just probably wants to continue to creep. AM scouting, looking for the counter expo, but we don't have it yet. Tier 2 coming up first. Moon could go for a Tree of Life here proxy any moment, though.
Yeah, interesting that he's not expanding at all here for now. And actually, that's kind of works in his favor. That would have been cancelled by the Archmage that headed there. Looks like the plan is to get level 3 here sometime soon. He's dispatching the Treants and Archers on their own to keep that Murloc camp down there. And the Tree of Life actually goes down near that location at 6 o'clock. So he's going to want to expand towards the Turtle on the left-hand side, perhaps with a second hero.
Pick up the gauntlets. Lots of bonus strength and armor would greatly beef up a Demon Hunter or Panda second. I was really back then in WGL mesmerized when Lawlight played so well in the matchup against Human when he played Keeper, Naga, Demon. Naga really good to keep the pressure up in the mid game, and then the Demon Hunter to control the late game. And if you go Keeper into Naga, Blood Mage feels really awkward to play because you're going to have hardly any targets for a long time. But Blood Mage is also far, far out, as Tier 2 hasn't started yet for 40. And he's looking for a tree, but he's not in the right place.
Yeah, I think he's happy with just seeing that there's no expansion from the Elf player. Moon went Entangle level 2. Sometimes Night Elves, they will go Trance level 2 if they see that there's, you know, an Arcane Tower missing, or if they feel they can kill a lot of workers, which is not the case here, despite not having an Arcane Tower in the main base here for Fortitude. He's just looking to try and kill a lot of the footmen of Fortitude, because when there is like 7 to 8 footmen right now with defend, it's just so hard to deal with this if you don't have anything on level 2.
Where's the second hero? Nothing from the altar, nothing from the tavern. This is basically the biggest Tier 2 advantage here that Moon has, the faster second hero. Oh, but the Keeper sees the militia creeping, can intercept them now, can steal the item as well. Mantle not too bad. He needs one more kill against the creeps here. He does. Fortitude does get level 3 finally. AM gonna be annoying with the water elementals, but not gonna get the cancel. Demon only starting now. Was he just considering this whole time, or was it just a macro mistake?
Maybe. Usually when you reach tier 2 like this and you've already gone for an expansion, it's about prioritization. Maybe he just thought he should prioritize the production of the lore first. But yeah, it did feel like he had the resources for at least a little bit of time. But yeah, there's a lot of guessing here going into this. You know, you need to kind of try and anticipate what the opponent's trying to do. Like, does he think that Fortitude will be going for, you know, 2 Rax Rifle and a push? In which case, maybe Demon is not necessarily the best. But yeah, Fortitude will see that Demon, and then he has a real opportunity to just adapt. So perhaps not going Mount Tanking might be better. You either, I think, want to go Naga or Blood Mage has been very popular. We really saw Hawk put it together really well against Night Elf in DreamHack Europe against this kind of play with the Blood Mage second.
The town is under siege.
Fortitude is trying to distract with the AM and water elementals on one side, but Moon smartly realizing just archers are enough to deal with that. And the Keeper instead is going on a little footy hunt. And diminishing these numbers is always going to be worth a lot later to slow down and weaken that tier 2 push. And he just killed 2 footies, 3 footies. I think he killed 1 or 2 before that as well, so lots of footmen going down. But of course, sitting on 2 bases for so long, 40 is really rich. 1,500 gold. Double barracks. And I expect a lot of rifles to come out soon. The blacksmith may be a little late.
Oh, he needs wisps here to repair this. His total camp does a lot of damage. Fortitude trying to get that Dryad here with the Water Elemental. Sends the Archmage in as well.
Dryad control, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super well done. Some wisp would have been nice. But as long as he gets the Expo up and that tree survives, it's okay. Perhaps Keeper should pull back, but he's about to get level 4 now.
3 roots. He didn't eat another tree here, so he's gonna be pretty low HP on that Tree of Life. Keeper finds the footies again, and that should be another kill as well. Ancient of War in position at the red camp already. Demon would love to get 3 to face off better against the Blood Mage, because yeah, it's gonna be rifles, double racks, double sanctum, heavy push coming in soon. 40 is gonna need heal scrolls. In this potion,
He's gonna need some lumber as well. Look at his economy. 1700 gold, 70 lumber.
yeah.
Like, get that second lumber upgrade, I think maybe when the first one finishes. Then again, he already made both sanctums, so that's like a lot of the bulk of the lumber that you need to use. And he already got rifle range as well, which is also what costs a lot of lumber here, usually at this stage.
AM completely ineffective now. He's trying to delay the expo. It's not going to happen. The Keeper got another Footman, so there must have been like 6 or 7 footy kills by now. And the Demon is going to get level 3. Oh, loses the Ancient of War. Okay. Turns out the AM Harass, after all, did do something. It's going to get a big consumable here. Tier 3 is far away for Moon, honestly. So there's definitely a window for this rifle push to be dangerous. But also, lots of rounds of production still missing for the big rifle army.
One of the women picked up. Could end up being somewhat helpful. Now, it's really about getting to 80 supply for a Fortitude. You want to get to 80 supply, you want to do a push before Night Elf can get enough to hold against this. And this tier 2 army will be very strong no matter what. If you can get, 10, 20 supply ahead than the opponents. Mooney's tech to tier 3 was actually a little bit delayed here. But he's actually adding a shop for staff and orb. A wind would be nice for him, I think, as well. For fairy dragons. That Keeper is going deep in the expo.
Yeah, how sick has this Keeper play been in the mid game? He perfectly stalked the footies across the map. He sees there's only one tower at the expo. He's finding so much damage with so little. There's just a few holes in 40's play. Honestly, at this point, there should have easily been 2 towers, maybe 3 at the expo. Then this doesn't happen. But Moon is finding all these little holes. Oof. Almost could have stolen the Zeppelin right there, but a Zeppelin goes to Fortitude. He's going to save these units, but you mentioned the lumber before. 1 lumber right now, 1 lumber. And guess what?
2k 1
Losing
gold.
peasants at the expo doesn't help with that.
1 lumber and 2k 1 gold. He had no lumber already, and he sent a lot of militia to the lab for some reason, even though he didn't need to. This is such a big mistake here by Fortitude. He's on 48 supply with 2k gold and 1 lumber. He wasn't mining lumber for all this time. And Moon forcing him to buy the Zeppelin, by the way, that was a fantastic creepjack. Not only did he force the town portal, but that's another 60 lumber that was spent towards something he shouldn't even really need.
In the early game, like the first harass of the Keeper, that didn't really work out too well when he was heading towards the enemy expo. But the movement and control of the map since then by Moon has been fantastic. The creepjack there just a second ago. Then he falls back to the middle, creeps that for Demon Hunter experience, and gets the double heal scroll. And 40, he can't push, basically. Like, his tier 2 push window is gone. Now he has to go tier 3, but guess what? He doesn't have lumber to do that, so... It's looking horrible suddenly, despite having all this gold.
I wonder if some humans are unaware that you can get the second lumber upgrade on tier 2. Because I almost never see it. And like, if there was ever a better game to get it, it's like right now. Like, really. There's still no lumber. Maybe he thinks, like sometimes you get a bunch of peasants, it happens to me too, and you think that your lumber is eventually going to catch up and that you're going to be fine. But I don't feel like this is, I mean, look at the main base. There is like, what, 6 peasants on lumber? There's 1 on the expo. That's not enough. That is for sure not enough.
At least the Blood Mage got level 3. He's pushing across the needle hole here, trying to assault the enemy expansion, but he's down in supply with inferior tech and inferior heroes. That's not what you want. Keeper almost 5. He's got the Orb of Venom. Soon there'll be a second. And yeah, Fortitude, he's gonna have to TP out here before too long. This army is just way too tiny.
A lot of humans here would have gone for Flame Strike level 2, by the way, against Bears, but Fortitude for some reason went for Banish. So he has Siphon level 2. And it really feels like he's gonna miss some proper AoE. Moon immediately uses Revelation to make sure that Fortitude town portaled to the expo. But actually, no, it was Fortitude that used Crystal Ball himself. But what? Why? I didn't even sell it after either.
Maybe expecting an Invis Archer, although that would be kind of weird. And Moon now completely in control. You know, in Echo Isles, he already had great movement and for the most part, great decision making, but he was so far behind. Couldn't do much anymore. But here, Forty's just getting picked apart.
Oh, and this is typical of Moon. He sends the main army in the main base, Bears and Heroes. He sends the range units into the expo. Ooh, Crystal Ball's almost back. Another town portal, back-to-back town portal for Fortitude, even though he was right next to his expo. Might force a town portal out of Moon. Bears! Wait, Bears can get out. He's gonna have to TP. But the army in the expansion now. Archers, Treants, trying to find some kills on their own. Or is he not
Bears
TPing?
going down. Oh, he's freeing the bears with Force of Nature, but he still may have to TP. Focus on the Blood Mage. Banish now coming in handy, but he's taking more damage from the Entangle.
Peter, let the bears out. I mean, they're all slowed right now and struggling to get out of there. The attack at the expo not really doing critical damage. He's attacking a farm right now with it. But Moon taking one more expo. He's got a win finish. He can start going into Fairy Dragons. Needs to start on getting some upgrades. I don't understand why he's not town portaling out of there. But he will be forced to in a second here.
Seems like he tried to buy as much time as he could. Demon Hunter was out of mana. Does have Wellspring, so he can easily heal up. And he's got some upgrades queued. And yeah, those fairies are going to be a huge help, especially against the Sorceresses.
Yeah, now Fortitude, look at his bank. He's already got 80 supply, 1500 gold. He can buy double healing scroll, plus a retraining tome. Looks like he might use that on the Archmage to go into Blizzard, which is going to be amazing against Bears, obviously. Fairy
Go
Dragons.
tier 3 now, right? He's got the resources. Why not go tier 3?
Yeah, he could
So high
actually, but
upkeep.
instead he's going to break upkeep.
All right.
Oh, the rally point of those breakers is not, or the sanctums in the main base for Fortitude, not good. They're keeping rallied there, so he needs to fix that. Kind of surprised he's not checking out the expo of Moon there.
That's where the crystal ball comes. Never mind. It's not that anymore. It's about to say.
Keeper almost 5. There is a good amount of priests. Okay, this could be dangerous. Yeah, he needs to use a bullish. You can't fight in a tight choke here if you're Moon because there is Blizzard. But he will engage regardless. Archmage kind of needs to move back. Okay, now the Blizzard's going to be scary. But the Fairy Dragon doing so much damage to these casters. Zeppelin will go down. That's dizziness applied to all of those units. And he's going to have to TP out. So many breakers about to die. He's forced to use the healing scroll.
And that was a good heal scroll, healing everything back up there again. But that means, how many heal scrolls does he have left? 1 only. That's scary.
And also he broke upkeep. So we're in high upkeep. So Fortitude is mining at 4 per peasant coming back to the town hall in the main base, and in the expo. Moon is still at 78 supply, and he has another base with 4 out of 5. Are you kidding me?
I was waiting for it. It's the 2021 meta. 4 out of 5 wisps.
Yeah, upgrade's
Or
going to be
militia.
important. Moon was 0-0 for too long here, it feels like. So he's finally going into some upgrades. On the other side, we got +2 attack rifles, 1-1 breakers.
Moon has been so active this game. He was never able to clear out his lab and go for a shredder and play the slow passive game. How many Night Elves would just go autopilot mode, just creep up the map, get a shredder, spam all the upgrades? No, Moon is always doing something with his army. He's
gonna
always
TP.
walking around. He's always looking for holes. And he doesn't have to defend this. He can just let this tree die. He's got another expansion. He can do crucial damage right now into the enemy main.
He's going to TP, though. I'm scared because if this TP ends up being bad, then he's in the middle of the breakers. But, oh, Fortitude was going to try to go for the tree. This could be great for Moon. He gets right on top of the army. Fairy Dragons are already set up. Blizzard will land on a lot of these bears, but Moon can start splitting that away. And those Fairy Dragons are going to do so much damage to all those casters now. Oh, that staff was sick by Moon on the Dryad.
He was 2 Sorks traded for 1 Bear, so very even trade there. The fallback Yumi towers didn't come into play. But of course Moon, on 3 bases, can remake much better. He does have 5 out of 5 Wisps now. Very good. And possibly more upgrades soon.
I think if Fortitude had pulled back immediately, when Moon town-portaled, there was a chance he would have been able to engage into a really nice spot here. Moon killing all of his own archers, wants to replace those probably with more bears instead. The upgrades that they're going to have. Fortitude has had to use so many town portals. He gets another retraining tome, probably for the Blood Mage, to go into Flame Strike. And he's finally ready to use that big Blizzard Flame Strike against a high amount of bears, which is always so dangerous. Moon is usually good at taking fights, but if he takes a fight slightly in a bad position, everything is going to melt in an instant.
Yeah. Positioning here is going to be key. Moon wants to be waiting in the big open area. Doesn't want to follow into a funnel. And that's, of course, going to be precisely the objective for Fortitude. Three Sorks. Not really enough. Slow, it would seem, to apply to the entire army. Plus, of course, ferries. 3 ferries, I think that's the magic number. That seems to be the perfect amount.
It kind of feels like it's not a fight you can win in the long run. You just want to fight and then town portal out. Imagine if he clicks on both fairy dragons at the front now and then just TPs out. If you just keep doing that, rinse and repeat, it's worth it. Because the town portal is 350, and if you kill 3 units, it's always going to cost more than that. And then you gain experience in the meantime. But now, doesn't really kill anything, I think. And then he has to get out. Moon, he knows that he's on 2 expansions against just the 1. Even though he doesn't have a wisp on the left-hand side, I'm pretty sure he kind of knows that this has not been taken yet.
Moon also kept in sending in Treants over and over. Level 3 Treants it is, right? Yeah. So even 2 towers have a tough time dealing with level 3 Treants over and over. Here's the next gang. And this AoE strat really seems to become crazy when AM and Blood Mage both reach level 5. But he never seems to be able to get there. This Blood Mage has been stuck on level 4 for a really long time. Same for the AM.
Moon has a great mix of units, by the way. It does feel like he's kind of light on bears right now, but Dryad-wise, he's doing really good because there's no mortars. So they're going to be very good at slowing down those breakers, doing damage to them, and also he has enough Abolish to work against how many slow there's going to be. And for example, if the trance were to get stolen by control magic, he could also abolish those and gain XP. Like basically, it'd be summoning experience for himself. I think he identifies that this army right now is looking very strong. So he's just going to run around and try and buy time in typical Moon fashion.
Get more mileage out of these expansions. Oh, he's gonna have a TP here. Oh, actually, he opens up the surround again, fearing the damage of these bears. Flame Strike Blizzard does not affect the breakers, of course.
And these trends have been all over the place the whole time. All those breakers really low. A bear will go down. Looks like Staff is not ready yet. Can he save that? 3 seconds to Staff. Moon re-engages. He's actually meaning to take the fight here. At least for a few moments.
Very good position for 40 if he can kite around the bend here, around the tree line. Oh, but here comes the Zeppelin. That could be a bear drop into the back, potentially. But there's also rifles involved. Keep her dropping low. And the Zeppelin slowed and perhaps quickly taken out. Dispel against the slow. Nicely done by Moon. Zepp gets away. And Moon just playing ring around the rosy, buying so much time. 2,000 gold now for him.
Moon's trademark play here, the Zeppelin. He's just, yeah, he's going around. Just happy to buy time. Kind of surprised he don't have a wisp on the expansion in the left-hand side. But maybe he's just like reading the game so well. He's so experienced that he knows it's not quite there anyway. And look at those banks. Moon with 2,500 golds. Whereas Fortitude doesn't really have a bank. He remade the workshop in the same spot and it's going to be cancelled again.
Blood Mage also getting focused. He doesn't have Vanish anymore. Bears in the main. Could kill the Zeppelin, but he's not focusing it with the tower. Now he finally will. Zeppelin is taken out, but Moon again bought so much time for himself. He will have to TP out sooner or later. Saves that bear up there. Don't tell me he saves every bear. That bear has to die. Okay. Fortitude at least got something, but Moon got way more.
Oh yeah, and having that double expo up for so long, Moon never broke upkeep. Now finally, he's like, okay, I've done so much damage. There is no way this guy is just gonna sit back and wait. He's tilted. He's gonna attack me. Moon breaks upkeep. Immediately, more bears, more fairy dragons. wants to get to 100 supply if he can here. And all he would have to do is hold the next attack. We still have a town portal, so there's still an exit possible from Fortitude out of a bad fight if it were to happen. But I think ideally, he should try to get a good fight here. Just pull back, kill the fairy dragon, like turn off autocast on slow and heal, kill the fairy dragons, and then fight. But it's easier said than done, and it takes a very long time to kill the fairy dragons. And for all that time, you're not slowing. Those bears are doing a lot of damage.
TP, where's he gonna land? Oh, it wasn't a TP, it was a staff. Fooled again. His Expo is dead though. Flame Strike, Blizzard, and this time a real TP. Too late.
Yeah. And look at the Wisps. They were setting up to go from behind here from Moon because he mined out the main base. I wonder if he moves his main tree now. Moon already broke upkeep, so technically he should have been wanting to fight here. This is pretty bad that he's not fighting right now. Because he's mining a lot less from that Expo, which has 2,700 gold left. Demon looking to get level 5 from that lab. And Wisps are still coming in already. I guess he's found a way to maybe go back in a second to no upkeep.
He's gonna clear out the lab and then do the bear drop. 100%. Zeppelin, bear drop. Big item for him. Rune Bracer is not that valuable. But here we go. This is gonna be a flank with a Zeppelin from behind. And it's gonna make kiting much, much harder. Fortitude does have a TP to get out. Yeah, he sees the bears. He has to evacuate. And he keeps almost everything alive.
3-2 upgrades now for Moon's Bears and Dryads. Breakers with 2-1, Rifles with 2-0. And Fortitude has had enough of those Fairy Dragons. He's like, I need to counter these. There's no way I can fight the way this has been going. So what does he do? He goes for Flying Machines with Flak Cannon. But his main and Expo are both almost mined out. Overall, less than 600 golds put together.
Just quickly turning into the longest series of this group stage. Looks like Moon still has the firm lead. We're probably gonna go on to a third map, unless Fortitude has a crazy comeback here somehow. His lifeline, though, is the Expo. When that gold runs out, he's gonna be in serious trouble, and we're just seconds away from exactly that happening. Moon killing this town hall isn't even necessary, but I guess he's gonna do it regardless. The bears are here, 3-3 upgraded, so strong. And the human tier 2 army just doesn't seem to be able to stay on par with that anymore. He killed the Zep, got some dizziness going, killed one more bear, but Moon is going to TP out. That single bear was AM level 5 though.
Yeah. And Moon finally puts a wisp on the bottom left-hand side to see that there is no Expo there. Fortitude still has no lumber somehow. He's just breaking upkeep. 82 supply right now. He's just going to get as many flying machines as he can. He's honestly had enough of those Fairy Dragons. If he can get rid of the Fairy Dragons, I actually think Fortitude just might win here. With Blizzard, Flame Strike, everything being slowed. Yes, there's a lot of Dryads, but those Sorceresses, how many of them are there? 3. That's with Brilliance level 2. They're going to spam a lot of slow.
Yeah. I may have spoken too soon. This is not so clearly in favor of Moon as I thought. If he gets to ultimates, though, Tranquility can't be cancelled, and Metamorphosis can be amazing, especially against a tier 2 army.
Moon is expanding on the left-hand side as well. I think he's just going to cancel that one on the right-hand side and then just play for the base trade for now.
Exactly.
This army of Fortitude, it's very good in a fight against Moon's army, but you don't have mortars, so his sieging potential is actually kind of bad. Moon reconsiders. He's like, okay, well, he barely has any gold on the Expo. Maybe I should just win the fight and finally end this game.
Gonna go for a new Zap. The bear drop is gonna be spotted easily, though, this time with the flying machines. These flying machines are adding a lot of power to this human army, and we don't have the hippogriffs. Maybe that's the one mistake by Moon, not adding hippos to counter the gyros in the super late game.
Yeah, the gyros are like, goodbye, Zeb, at the area. Just camping above the lab here. Moon didn't remake Moonwells here. So he's stuck at 77, and he's going to take an engagement against 85 supply of Fortitude. Fairy Dragons. Can they die quickly enough for the casters to be really relevant here?
Oh, Demon Hunter! Oh my god, are you kidding me? 20 HP, Moon. Not popping the invul potion. A man with true gumption. Horrible position, and Moon, still 1,000 gold. Not having gone hippos, maybe this is actually going to cost him the game. It might.
Yeah, there's no more Fairy Dragons here. Those casters, they have free reign to do whatever they want. Blizzard Flame Strike is going to hurt. The fact that he's fighting in a tight area like this, I guess now that the altar is gone, there is a little bit more room. Triple Moonwell around to finish here on this area for Moon. And he cannot wait for those to finish. So he can get 2 extra bears. He starts them here before losing 1 more Moonwell. He needs those 2 bears to fight with. 3/3 upgrades. Demon will come in, tries to get a burn. Uses the anti-magic potion. That's going to be dispelled immediately. And Siphon should follow. That demon almost completely out of mana here.
Ironically, these buildings getting killed makes this a better, way better fighting position for Moon. Now he can connect better with the bears again. 3/3 bears, don't forget. He just cancelled the Flame Strike with an Entangle. Not sure if that was intentional, but it was certainly very effective right there. Fortitude falling back. Doesn't want to have to use the TP too early. This is a narrower choke again. This is a better position for him again. Flame Strike doing okay damage, not the grandest. The Blizzard looking way better, and now the Blood Mage is level 5. Now we have the sick AoE for Fortitude. Invul Potion popped on the Demon. Oh my god, look at the Flame Strike! Heal Scroll against it, but it might not be enough. Everything is dropping low everywhere. Lots of kills going both players' sides now. Mass Rejuvenation partly getting stolen. More experience for the Keeper, getting closer to 6, but he's not quite there yet. Oh, the Demon Hunter goes down! Moon, this might be the end for him! He was so rich for so long, but now with the hero dead, this game might be lost.
As Staff was down, he had already used that Keeper, almost level 6 now. Down to last few forces. There's not many rifles here, only 2. But it might be enough here with the support of the rest of the casters.
Oh
and remember that Moon lost his altar. He saved so many bears though. Can he get the Demon Hunter back? Moon mining from... Actually, he's not mining. He's transferring Wisp to the left-hand side base. Forced to Town Portal now. Fortitude has no income.
Players' forces are under
But he's
attack.
expanding on the right-hand side. What is this series? Oh my god, the
bears
army's trapped.
stuck behind the Moonwells again. Oh my god, so many kills. This AM's gonna get level 6. Must get level 6. Moon. He needs the demon back. He needs the demon back. Bad. More bears going down. Oh my god, Fortitude with a sick comeback. Denies the bear. That might prevent the level up. Dryads in trouble as well. Oh my lord.
Archmage is almost 6. And look at that bear on the right-hand side. 3 hit points. Those peasants should actually kill it. If he rejuves, he can be the one killing the peasants. Tranquility.
Tranquility, active, healing some Dryads.
Dude, look at that bear on the right-hand side. He's the king.
And
actually
somehow
forces...
40 is mining again.
Yeah. But Archmage is going to get 6 here. From this tree, perhaps. Or maybe if he gets at least 1 bear. Flying Machine is going to do some scouting. And he's going to see that the left-hand side base was taken. If Archmage gets 6,
Players' forces are
he might just mass Tele there. And then if his Expo's attacked, he can Town Portal back. He's at level 6.
If he sends away the Blood Mage, it is. But not like this. He had to split the XP.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There is a lot of Dryads, like I said, against only 2 rifles. So the priority for Fortitude should be to get some rifles. Not even mortars. But that Blizz Flame Strike, so dangerous. He might even make it to Phoenix if he kills a bunch of this army here.
The Keeper at the Expo, he can spam treants here.
a player's forces.
Instant revive was used on the Demon Hunter. He's back. There's Moonwells using Rejuve, trying to get out of that area. There is no more breakers, which you kinda need against this type of bear army. Yes, he has Blizz Flame Strike, but 0 breakers now. And Fortitude takes the engagement. Moon needs to come back with both of his heroes here to fight properly. The Keeper still on the expansion. Demon Hunter going crazy on this army. Fortitude trying to pull back. He's going to be forced to Town Portal out. And he hasn't killed a single unit to get that Archmage level 6. Oh, but he gets
Moon
it
just
from
has
the train.
barely enough. He gets to level 6. Now he's got Mass Teleport. Are you serious?
Has he seen the expansion on left? I mean, he might just stay on his own Expo to make sure he can defend. But Moon... He's got a big army here. Moon with 44 army supply. Fortitude is gonna get out. Moon with a crazy game and come back. He stays alive in it, and we're gonna head to a map number 3.
What is this series, and how amazing is the current state of human versus night elf? We've seen this in Europe with Hawk and Dice and Sonic and Thorzane and Foggy and Blade, and here Fortitude and Moon are delivering like crazy. Echo Isles, one of the best games of the year. Tide Hunters, one of the best games of the year. This is a banger. This deserves a game 3.
And we shall have it. We're going to go into one break before, but the decision will be made on the 3rd map.
And that is, how fitting, Last Refuge. The very, very last map of the Asian group stage here in the Asian region of DreamHack Open Summer. What a game, what a series. This is the series of the tournament so far.
We're definitely keeping the best for last here with the group stage. The two have been delivering like crazy. If game 3 keeps pace, then this will have been a legendary series. And the map will be Last Refuge. A map which many humans, most in fact, will veto against Moon because of how strong he is here with the Beastmaster. 40 leaves it in the pool, trusts that he can counterplay the Beastmaster.
How far can we take this? After this craziness on Echo Isles, after the craziness on Tide Hunters, Last Refuge it is. Both of the players looking very, very composed, not really tired. So there's something left in the tank for these two. And I can't really predict what can possibly happen here. It's a barn burner. And we decide the last player for the playoffs next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, between Fortitude and Moon right here, right now.
One more time, 40 and Moon stepping into the ring. A shame, really, that only one of them can be in the top 8. Shows you how deadly Group D was. And yeah, Beastmaster this time. Most humans don't dare to play against this style that Moon plays so well. Beastmaster is very common on Last Refuge. You can clear out the Merc camp super easy with the bear, clear the natural, get level 3 fast, and claim map control. And the human has to play defensively very well to not get overwhelmed by all that.
And we get 3 epic games in a row in the same series. Is that possible? Are we bound to go into some more underwhelming games? I surely hope not. With the way they've both been playing, it does feel like this could get really interesting yet again. That last game was crazy. So much stuff happening, clutch moments all the time. And Moon, it looked for a moment like he might be in big trouble, but he really clawed his way back into that game. Fortitude, this is definitely one of the games that I think he would look at and be very regretful. I really think that's, you know, if he hadn't crept that lab with Militia, if he had gotten that second lumber upgrade, he easily could have gone into 80 supply, pressured very consistently, and probably won the game. It did feel like he was ahead up to that point. But now he needs to forget about all this. We are on a brand new map here, Last Refuge. Merc camp being pulled, and that means he fully expects that there's going to be a Beastmaster. When you go for this, you think it's going to be Beastmaster or Keeper usually. And he goes for the scout with that footman that's pulled the camp as well. So he's going to make sure he knows exactly what it is.
Moon also saw early on with the wizard the pull was happening, so he was aware of the creep route. And the Beastmaster going to start the Merc camp himself with 3 archers. Not anything really that the footy should be able to do. It's also dangerous to walk the footy into range because there's 2 trappers there, which love throwing nets. And you want to keep all of your forces alive to hold off against the pressure that will be coming. And you would love to get some good items as well. Those rune bracers, not what he was hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, usually going to be a sell. It's just kind of annoying to have to visit the merchants in order to sell this. Yeah, Sobi Mask really good on the other side to have, especially because you're going to be using a lot of that mana to summon bears consistently. On level 3, it's never really clear what you go for. Like, it's situational. If the opponent's playing very aggressive, you might think sometimes that Quillbeast can help more. But a lot of the time, it's going to be that bear level 2. Really super tanky and much better to fight with in a straight-up fight if the opponent's not just running around and hit and running.
Yeah, that Sobi Mask value over time is going to be so insane. We saw it earlier for Soin. Gets a Mantle as well. They work nicely together. Mantle increases mana regen by a bit, and Sobi increases it multiplicatively by a lot. But the AM's going to get level 3 first. The rune braces were bad, but he got 2 more items. Those are good items. He's got the level 3. He's going to set up the Expo. He's getting the Berserker. On Moon's side, it's looking very similar, but all a little bit slower.
Yeah, curious to see if Moon will expand pretty quickly here. Usually it's kind of the way you want to do it. You don't want to wait too long. You can scout around the map with wisps to see if the opponent's coming to get a cancel. Last game, we saw a lot of emphasis out of Fortitude to make sure that the expansion wasn't going up early on.
So Beastmaster going for the Quill Beast right away, no hesitation. Didn't go for the bear, which means that he's not too concerned about the footies. A big reason to go Bash Bear is because that's the best thing you can have against Defend Footman, basically.
Yeah.
But we don't have Defend yet, and it's pretty far off. Do you want to get Defend before Tier 2, or would you rather start the Tier 2 and get Defend after?
Usually you'd probably want to get it before if you're playing this style here. And Moon going for the counter attack. This might be way better for him here. Let's see if that Shadow Priest can be sniped before he can cast anything. Okay, gets rid of one of those Quill Beasts. Uses one Abolish on the other one. This is, I think, should be worse for Fortitude a lot of the time. But Moon actually is worried about losing a Moonwell. So he TPs a little early. He left nothing inside of that peasant line. I'm a little bit surprised by how quickly he town portaled here. Definitely feels like he could have killed all 5 peasants, town portaled maybe like 10 seconds later, and been in a really good spot because then he would be well on the way to level 4. But he's just gonna re-attack immediately.
That illusion is gonna scout over at the natural. We see the Tree of Life has just been started.
And he has
There's a telestaff on the AM.
Yeah.
He's
He's just gonna kill that, isn't he? But then actually his Expo gets attacked then. That could backfire.
Naga second, pressure mounting. What happened to the first Shadow Priest for Moon, by the way? He must have... Or did he only buy one, maybe?
Yeah, I think he might have. Do you staff here? I don't think you can. If you're Fortitude. Wisp coming in as well.
Yeah, if he staffs, all the peasants die. Everything here dies. I guess he has to defend. He's militia, doesn't he? Militia coming from the main. Tech has just started. And he needs more Shadow Priests as well. Fortitude needs to make use of this Merc Camp.
Yeah, Moon with some insane pressure. Even brought Wisps. Targeting the Scout Tower here. That's about to become an Arcane Tower with 2 of the Quill Beasts. It will survive here. Gets repaired on time.
Right,
And double lore is already on the way.
Soon we're gonna have Dispel from the Dryads. Watch Elemental is not gonna be too useful for too much longer, but Fortitude has the tech started. At daytime, lots more Mercs become available. Moon now going for the next Shadow Priest. He's bridging the time until he has Dryad Dispel and has full control now of this map, creeping these camps away. Fortitude, kind of like in a very defensive position right now. I was trying to say something about MMA, but I don't know enough, so I don't know. Tar, can you help me out? What's it called when they lay on their back on the mat? Seems like that's what Fortitude's doing right now.
He's like in a half guard. He's got him in a chokehold, but he hasn't submitted him quite yet. But the Archmage, oh my god!
Wait a minute!
He's dead!
Staffing out? Is that in time? No!
Oh my goodness.
Big mistake on that TP. He should have TP'd to the left of his expansion, but he TP'd into a trap. Oh, Fortitude. Is that the nerves showing now against the goat that is Moon? Huge loss. Super painful. He's got lots of resources, but so many kills going to Moon, man. This is so much experience.
Yeah, I mean, without a hero here. I mean, you have to go for instant revive here, no matter what. You never restart that hero in the altar, but Fortitude does not even have a unit in the center of the map right now. It's a disaster. He needs to start mining on that expo right now. Pull back the units. Send something to the center. What are you waiting for? You cannot remake the Archmage in the altar here. Buy a second hero even. Buy a panda or something. Something that will help you against this army. Anything. A Naga. Do something, Fortitude, if you want to live.
Here we go. Militia finally into the middle, but it seems a little bit late. I gotta agree with you. Keep finally gonna be finished. All right. 2 heroes for the price of... Well, still 2. Doesn't get the second one on discount. But no panda. Only AM. 0 mana. The Mercs are supposed to do it. Mud Golem and Mauler are in now as well. But the Beastmaster just keeps summoning units. This Sobi Mask, man. This Sobi Mask has been so damn good. And more kills. GG called. Fortitude can't hold on anymore. He thought he was going to be able to deal with the Beastmaster, but he couldn't. With 1 or 2 mistakes, the win will go